It's the Imagine XLS 22RBE. Come on! Welcome back to Traveland RV Supercenter here in Langley, British Columbia on the bypass, where we are going to show you the Grand Design Imagine XLS 22RBE. Very cool trailer, so we can't wait to share it with you. Don't forget, in the description there is links to the timestamps and the currency converter and the RV reviews resource that we use for research, and you can too. As well, there's a link down there. If we're providing you with any value, please feel free to buy us a coffee. And today we want to say thank you, Alice. We truly appreciate it. And then, of course, I'll put some links up at the end here so that you can see more about how this rig is built. And well, you can come along on an adventure with us too. So let's get on with this one. Smaller trailer, quite nice, a little bit different. I know these are super popular in this size range, so we really were looking for something like this to share with you. Remember, and I'll put a card up here that explains what the difference between the XLS and the regular Imagine is, but it's just sort of a more basic version, so there'll be less bells and whistles, that kind of thing. You do get a plasticky rock guard that comes up to about here, 2 20-pound propane tanks, an electric jack. So even when they make it a little more basic, they're still keeping things like this on, because just the other day, Corey's backing up and we're hooking up Penelope and I'm out there cranking away, and I was thinking to myself, boy, I sure do wish we had one of those. All right, coming around to this side, here is the pass-through storage, which is really quite nice. You can see all the way through, and they also have their wet bay right here. And in it, you get some electricity, your battery disconnect, a valve shut-off, a shower hookup, some cable, satellite. I believe this will be your water pump, and this is where you can hook up your city water when you're parked at a park. And then it all goes down through this little hole here, comes out underneath, goes to the post. While we're down here, you can see that you're going to get 4 manual stabilizer jacks on this rig. So coming back from here, there is a gray valve pull here, but no sewer hookup. So we'll go find the rest of it, but that does indicate that there's probably 2 gray tanks. So come this way. Here is your tank water fill, and moving on back, ta-da, here we found it. This is where you're going to hook up your sewer, and there's another gray, and there's the black pull. What I like is that even though you've got 2 separate grays and extra valves to pull, you only have to hook up the sewer hose once. Love that. Now also underneath, let me see, yes, you do have a fully enclosed underbelly. So we'll show you all that. And here is your black tank flush. This is important too, and it's nice that it's on this side where everything else is, so that you can hook it up and be flushing while you're dumping. Coming around to the back, you get a 30 amp electrical cord, a nice ladder that gets you up to that roof for maintenance. You can have a backup camera put on here if you so choose to do that. And looky here, this is where the spare is, so I'm happy with that because it's really easy to access. But there's also no hitch on there, like to put a bike rack or an extra rack for carrying things. Coming around this side, few things to show you here. You do get a very large awning that I quite like. It's going to be electric, it's going to have LED lighting in it, and I'll find out the actual size for you. Here is the spray port, so that you could have another outdoor hose, something like that. There is speakers. There is rain rails with spouts to push the water away. And looking at your electric slide, it is on the Schwintek system, which is appropriate. This isn't too heavy of a slide, and that's probably going to work just fine for it. Over here, you get more cable and you get more electric. I also want to point out that we are on the XLS and you're getting slider windows, which I don't mind one single little bit. Let's climb under here a little bit and talk tires. So you do get the aluminum wheel. This is a Goodyear tire. It's the ST205/75R14. So that too is an XLS detail. And you do get the leaf suspension under there as well, trust me. Okay, coming back this way. Oh, this is locked, so I can't open it for you, but you did get to see it from the other side all the way through. I also want to point out that these doors are going up to magnets, loving that. And then let's check out these stairs. Another XLS thing. These are the folding and tucking stairs. We don't mind them at all. I mean, they're quite strong. You've still got a handrail here. We like that. You are getting the friction door, and it does have this kind of a little clip here that tucks in there. Let me get it in there. The problem I have is then that's it. Like you don't, if you want the door to be open all the way, that's got to be out of the way, and you can do that. It's just not attached. But again, it was the friction door, so is that big of a deal? Not to me. You get a nice screen. You do get a window in the door too, and it's frosted. So I like that because then I don't have to come out here and fiddle around with a screen in the door. All right, let's go inside, take a look. Welcome to the 2021, maybe 22, Grand Design Imagine XLS 22RBE. Now the reason I'm questioning 21, 22 is that this is the time of year when manufacturers start to move and call things the next year's model. So first point we want to make is that in the Grand Design Imagine XLS, there has been no changes between the 21s and the 22s. So no decor, no materials, no construction changes. Then there comes a point when, even though physically it would be impossible to be building a 22, right? It right now is August of 21. So this trailer was built, I believe, in June of 21, but it is possible that dealerships and manufacturers could be calling it a 22 model. So do we need to get all wrapped up about that? Are we all concerned about that? Like, what's the difference? They're being built by the same people. They're using the same materials. The decor is the same. The floor plans are the same. Everything's the same. So what does it matter? Well, it'll matter maybe in price. Grand Design has increased their prices for 2022. They have to. The cost of the materials is skyrocketing. So you will probably be able to get a 2021 model for a lesser price than you would a 2022 model. And the other time that it'll matter to you is when you go for resale. When you want to sell your trailer, or you want to trade it in, and you're saying, well, I bought a 2022 model, and they're saying, well, that little sticker on the side there says it's a 21. Hopefully, keep your paperwork, because on your paperwork it'll say whether you were sold a 2022 or a 2021, and then that will be the basis for you when you are selling it to someone else or trading it in. So there's just a couple tips on that. I know it's a big confusing point. You'll find it when you go looking. So let's get on with it, because this is a cool trailer. Let's go to the front. In the front is the bedroom. So there's numerous things that I like. One is that you can walk around the bed, but I can only get this far. So it is still going to be a bit of a bugger to put a fitted sheet up there in the corners, but it's also doable. It's better than Penelope, okay? Again, the decor is all the same. You're going to get a hanging closet here, and you're getting 2 drawers, and you get, this is the cool part over here, you get the cubby hole nightstand to protect my glass of water. I will not bang my head. Let me check what's in it. electric and USB ports in there, so I love that, and it's on both sides. On this little part that sticks out, I just want you to know there is electrical and USB down there as well. Windows are nice, blinds are roll down. Absolutely love this door, which is a slider door. Looking up, you are going to have a place to put a TV here with cable and electricity. You're also getting venting, and I mean like AC venting, and you're getting an actual vent in the roof. Then let me take you over to this side. So you get another window, and you get pretty much the same kind of storage, hanger, 2 drawers, and electric down here, but not USB. But you do get the electric and USB in that cubby. You do get your lighting up here, but again, not switches. Although the LED lighting in the roof does have a switch. More storage up here, quite a bit of storage. I like it. It's on the little hinges there, so it doesn't come down and smack me in the head. So that's all good. And then moving out here, I mean, this is a huge, oh wait, come back, I want to show you something else. Look at this, under the bed. Now I believe this will be a queen bed, but you get all this storage under here, and you get this movable cupboard. So that's great. It's an extra space, something to put in, and you can configure the storage however you like. So I'm going to leave that up because I want to show you one thing else a little later. But it is unstretched, so it's going to stay up just fine. Not going to hurt anything. All right, and then we're moving into the kitchen. So you do get the thermofoil countertops, which means no seams. I just want to point out that you also get a flip-up piece of counter, which I love that. It just adds that little extra. You've got electricity, and then here's your sink with this little drain rack thing on it. You get a one-piece, I think it feels more plasticky, it looks stainless, not divided, undermount sink, nice tap, sprayer. I think it looks really good. For me, the issue of a one-piece sink is where do you put your drain rack when you're doing dishes and that kind of thing. But there's all this counter space here, so there is plenty of room for all that. And there's more electrical back here. There's a light there, and there is LED lights up here, so you are going to have a fairly well lit kitchen. And there is some great cabinet space up there, and over here is your sound system, and there's another cupboard up there, but it's quite high and it goes all the way to the back. Like, I don't know what you're putting back there. I would need some kind of reacher or something to get at that. Let's look at what's down here. So this is just a little catch-all. At least that's what it is in Penelope. Nice drawers. They're definitely not this deep. Roller gliders. And there's 2 of them. This one is deeper than the top one, so that's great. What do we got here? Ooh, check that out. That's a nice pots and pans one. And then, moving up, you get, you move the information aside, a Furrion 3-burner propane stove with a little oven. It's nice though. It's just little. But there's space for an oven, right? Because you do get a lot of cabinetry. Here is your small microwave, and it's at an okay height. I mean, it's the same as at home, right? And then, let's move over here. So this is more moving into like the living area type space, where you do get some storage on either side of the TV. And these are that angled style again, which I don't really get, but it's there. I mean, it's not bothersome. I just don't know why. Another window roller blind, and I mean, look at this. Look at this, right? You guys have probably seen this in some of the other reviews that we've done. This is an enormous amount of countertop space. I absolutely love it. More electric here, and then you get 6 drawers. Again, they're not the hugest, but you're getting 6. I can't get over that. So, I mean, that's really nice. I like that a lot. Moving back to your fridge, I'm going to say 8 cubic foot Dometic gas electric. It's a bit high, but this is absolutely not a deal breaker. This is completely great. And it has, you know, the cute little decor that the 21s had. So I'm liking all of that. This is a very spacious area in here. And we get another slider door that moves very nicely into a huge bathroom. Come on in. Into the shower. Then you get the plastic one-piece surround shelves, average taps, skylight, moving down to a one-piece base that is, oh, I do see a little bit of caulking there, but certainly not all the way around. Mostly clicked together. What do we got here? I'd really like to hear from you guys. Anybody have this kind of door? Please tell me how it's going, because I've always been concerned about it from the moment I first saw it, but I haven't heard anybody's reports on it. So if you have it and you love it and it's never been a problem, please tell us. If you don't like it, we want to hear that too. Okay, you do get a porcelain foot flush toilet. There is heat venting, Grand Design, it's in the furniture. Nice window, hey? So, I mean, you could just sit here, gaze out the window.
Only you could travel in a travel trailer.
I know, right? So you can read your book, magazine, watch out the window. It's great. The problem I have with that is when you stand up, you can't see out the window. I'm not very tall.
You can see out the window.
Okay, you can see out the window. The rest of us, not so much. But I was looking at that and I'm thinking, is that really a complaint? And I honestly believe the reason that it is at this height is because this is your emergency exit. You wouldn't want your emergency exit really high and hard to get out of. So fair enough. Over to this. This is a huge countertop, like massive countertop. So for that reason, I'm asking Grand Design, what's with the puny sink, right? You don't need to have this tiny of a sink. I mean, I get it. This is the XLS, blah, blah, blah. But you've got tons of space here. Feel free to put in a little bigger sink. Then the other question I have is, why do you have so much space back here? I mean, I'm loving all this, but why is there so much space back here? I think, not that I'm now an RV designer or anything, I just think we might have used this space a little bit differently and still had a great vanity. I'm not complaining. I would take this. I won't give it up. Great mirrors and huge storage, right? I love all that. What do we got down here? Switches. I don't see any electrical.
There must be.
How do you do your hair? Let me look. Huge storage again. Loving the way they've plumbed that. Great storage there. Bummer, I don't see an electrical outlet in here. You've got LED, you've got AC, you've got a vent and fan, you've got more storage down here, but no electrical in the bathroom. That is a bummer. So coming out, let's take a look at the ceiling in here. You're getting lots of LED lighting, speakers, AC ducting, an AC, and another vent with fan. Okay, and then let's take a look at the floors. Like I said, Grand Design puts all of the heating through furniture, so you get this uninterrupted vinyl floor that is very nice. And the only other thing is in the slide, they do use carpet, but in this particular slide, it's not under anything that's getting really stained, unless of course you changed this out. So here we are in the living space. Nice windows, sliders, roller blind. That darkens things up a little bit and helps with filming. So These are theater seats, recliners, bells and whistles, heat, massage, you got it. Very comfy. Cup holders facing the TV perfectly. Very nice. You can fit 3 here. And that's it. Now, I know there are some of you who prefer theater seating. So I got you. There is a table in this rig, but I want to show you where it is. Come with me, because this kind of bugs me. There's the table. So it's a good table. It's a pretty heavy table, which bugs me again, because now I got to go pull this drawer and all of its stuff right out in order to get this table out in order to set it up for table use. Now, for those of you who rarely use the table and really don't care about it, just skip this part. But for those of you who it matters to, here's my suggestion. Pull that table out of there one time. Bring it back over here with these lovely theater seats. And when you're done using it and you're going to travel, tuck it back here. There's room. Just my thoughts on that. It's hard. We know we can't have it all. If you don't want a dinette and you do want theater seating and you want to be in a small trailer, then you're going to have a table like that. If you want a dinette, then I'm sure that it's an option to have a dinette in here. The beauty of this is it is so freaking spacious in here. I love it all. And there is a way to manage that table. So that's that. Shall we talk about the Cracker Barrel factor? So this is the one and only slide. It's decent, but it's not huge. When that comes in, it's going to come into about here. And it goes to here. That's pretty good Cracker Barrel factor. You can walk in the door. You can use your bed. You can walk around your bed. You can use everything in your kitchen. You could sit at your theater seats. You could probably even still pull that table out. You can get to your fridge and you can access your bathroom. Doesn't get any better than that. This is a perfect Cracker Barrel factor. Now let's check out the numbers and see what they are. Now for the numbers on the Imagine XLS 22RBE, whether you call it the 21 or the 22, the numbers are going to be the same. I picked my favorite room in this trailer with a great view. Lots of room spread out to tell you all about them. So I went out, took a picture of the numbers. So the GVW comes in at 6,995 pounds, which gives it a cargo carrying capacity of 1,817. So that's pretty darn good, I think. And then the length is at 25 feet 11 inches. The height is at 10 foot 10 inches. The freshwater capacity, 43 gallons, and the gray water capacity is at 82 gallons because there's like 2 tanks, remember? And then the black water is at 37 gallons. The furnace is at 25,000 BTUs. And the awning came in at 18 feet. Pretty nice. And yes, that was a 60 by 80 queen bed. And yes, the fridge was 8 cubic feet. And then there is that all-important number, the price. Sorry folks, they don't have anything in here, but I'll put it in a ticker tape across the bottom here so that you know. I just got to go in and talk to the guys in the office and they'll tell us that. Plus, there's always links in the description to the website where you can find more information on these. We hope this has helped you if this is a trailer that you're interested in or you got on your list. If we have and we've provided you with any value, please feel free, buy us a coffee. Otherwise, give us a like. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments section and hit subscribe if you haven't already. One of these links here is going to take you to the construction and more information, or you can come on an adventure with us. Love having you around. Thanks for watching.